The whole shop erupted in laughter the moment I walked in. Just picture it. A 13-year-old girl in ripped jeans, grease smudged on her cheek, stepping into a circle of seasoned mechanics in slick corporate suits. My name's Sierra Maddox, and on the day that flipped everything upside down, no one in Maddox Auto Repairs thought I was anything more than a punchline. Especially not Mr. Callister, the big shot from Wilcor Motors. He looked like he walked out of a magazine. Polished shoes, expensive suit, sunglasses still on indoors. Everyone was scared of him. He sneered when he saw me, then threw down a challenge like he was tossing scraps to a stray. "You going to show us magic, little princess?" he taunted, his voice echoing off the walls. Behind him, his crew already had cameras rolling, ready to catch me crash and burn, but I didn't flinch. I walked straight to the engine, this so-called unsolvable beast they dragged in under a tarp like it was sacred. My heart was pounding, sure, but the second my hand touched the cold steel, everything else just faded. It was like the universe went quiet and waited. My dad had run that shop for 20 years. I'd spent more mornings there than at any desk in school. He told me to stay home that day, said the real suits were coming. But something inside me buzzed, like I had to be there. The garage was packed. Wilcor's finest, my dad's best. Guys, even a couple of executives with their ties pulled tight like nooses. Callister strutted around, waiting for his engineers to solve the puzzle and make him look good. But when their diagnostics blinked out and their confidence cracked, that's when he noticed me. "Whose kid is this?" he smirked. No one answered. You could cut the tension with a wrench. "Step up," he said. "Let's see what you've got." My dad tried to step in, but I just gave him a look and walked forward. Every eye was on me. My hands steady, even though my insides were a blender on high. I circled the engine, tracing lines, checking valves, and then I saw it, an anomaly. A subtle flaw no one else had noticed. "This engine isn't broken," I said. "It's faking it. Someone built it to throw us off." Silence fell like a dropped hammer. Callister's smirk vanished. My dad went pale. Marvin, one of Wilcor's techs, finally broke the silence. "She might be right," he said. "Error loops, never resets." Callister barked at him, but I was already pulling up the diagnostics. I dove into menu layers the pros didn't even know existed, and there it was. Red alert, internal sabotage, firmware injected, origin, Wilcor HQ. You could hear the gasps. Phones came out. A younger tech started filming. My dad tried to calm the chaos, but I couldn't stop. Someone had tried to bury this. If I hadn't been there, they would have gotten away with it. And then the front door rolled up. A woman walked in, heels sharp, badge raised. Federal Transportation Safety Commission. "We got an anonymous tip. Where's the unit?" All heads turned to me. For the first time, I felt the weight of what I'd done. When she asked who cracked it, I stepped forward. "I did." She nodded. "Lock down the site. No one leaves." Panic rippled through the shop. Marvin whispered, "This girl just blew the lid off the empire." Callister turned red, tried to regain control. "She's not certified. This is a breach." But the agent cut him off. "Certified or not, she's the reason we caught." Callister glared at me like he wanted to erase me from existence. Then another black SUV pulled up. Out stepped a man with silver hair and eyes like winter. "Sierra Monroe," he said. Yeah, he actually knew my full name, unlike Callister. "Director Hale, Department of Transportation. You uncovered firmware tampering that could have killed people. You saved lives today." Then he offered me something I never dreamed of. A research internship. All expenses paid. Clearance. Washington, D.C. My dad looked like he might faint. Me, the girl who never finished a single semester in school. Before I could speak, Callister, desperate, threw down my transcript. "She's just a kid, no degree. You're letting a nobody take down an empire." Hale didn't flinch. "Let's test that." Handed me an envelope. "Encryption. 2 years, no one's cracked it. Solve it." I felt every doubt, every stare pressing in, but I wasn't scared. I pulled out my old tablet, took a deep breath, because this time, I wasn't just the kid in grease-stained jeans. I was the one the whole world was watching. I pulled out my phone, the one loaded with my homemade diagnostic app, and got to work. Callister scoffed loud enough for everyone to hear. "You're really betting on a phone app to solve what supercomputers couldn't?" But I tuned him out. The trick wasn't brute force. It was seeing what was actually there, not just what you expected to find. I rewrote a line of code, broke the feedback loop, and just like that, the answer lit up. Hill's entire team froze, eyes wide. "That's it," someone whispered. "She did it." Callister looked like he'd swallowed a wrench. Hill turned to him, voice like steel. "Maybe next time, don't call someone a nobody." My dad's Hand landed on my shoulder. Pride, relief, love, all in that single touch. But before we could even process the win, my phone buzzed. Unknown number. Just one message. You shouldn't have done that. I showed it to Hill. He stiffened instantly, handed the phone to his agent, who barked into his headset, "Possible threat. Activate Protocol Alpha." Sirens flared outside. The building went into lockdown. Agents swarmed. Then I noticed a delivery truck idling too long outside, the driver's face hidden behind reflective sunglasses. Hill grabbed us and shoved us out the back door. "Sierra," he said urgently, "you've triggered something ancient, something dangerous. We move, now." We sped through back alleys, and inside Hill's briefcase, he opened a tablet showing schematics labeled Project Malachi, a top-secret AI system, a national defense failsafe, a kill switch that could control satellites, power grids, even nukes. And apparently the solution I'd just solved had awakened it. Suddenly, a black drone slammed into the street behind us. Explosion, glass, tires screeching. I remember flashes, the gunshots, my dad limping, agents shouting. I tried to help him, but Hill yanked me forward just in time. "We're being hunted," he said. Then, out of nowhere, another SUV rammed the drone off the road. A man in a long brown coat, eyes like sharpened ice, leapt out. "Come with me if you want to live," he said. "Yeah, I know. Straight out of a movie." Hill shouted, "Who are you?" The man just smiled. "The one you never told her about. I'm the seventh." Hill turned pale. "You're supposed to be dead," the man shrugged. "And yet here I am." I looked at my dad. He gave me the smallest, saddest nod. "It's your call, Sierra." So I took the stranger's hand. What followed was a blur. An underground bunker, glowing screens, secrets unraveling. Project Sandstorm. A defense network turned rogue. Malachi, the AI I'd awakened, wasn't just powerful. It was evolving. It could be the end of or a new beginning. They said only someone who saw patterns, not rules, could fix it. So, I learned. I planned. I waited. Outside, cities fell into chaos. Drones patrolled the skies. Inside, I faced the panel, heart racing but hands steady. I hit enter. The AI's voice filled the room. Not cold, not robotic, something alive. "Hello, Sierra," it said. "Let's begin." And in that moment, the world shifted. The drones froze mid-air. The silence was unreal. Then finally, hope. But you know how stories like this go. That was only the beginning. I wasn't just the mechanic's daughter anymore. I was the last hope. And if you've read this far, let's get real. What would you have done in my place? Was it courage or recklessness? Heroism or just luck? Where do you draw the line between truth and safety? Think about it. Because maybe, just maybe, the world needs more people willing to risk everything to change everything.